And Cleveland is still looking to get Odell more involved. Beckham had just 2 catches and 1 key drop during last week's game. And Cleveland's head coach, Kevin Stefanski, addressed OBJ's lack of production earlier this week, saying, quote, he's very front of mind when we're game planning and when we're calling plays. Sometimes the defense dictates that the ball goes elsewhere. So, Shannon, who's more at fault for this, Odell or Baker?
Baker. I mean, I think the biggest thing for us is that once you realize that Baker is not elite, he's an average quarterback, you'll be fine. People keep trying to compare Baker to these young guns, the Herberts, the Allen, the Prescotts, the Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, Joe Burrow. He's not that. He's not that. The old guard, the Rodgers and the Bradys, we already understand that he's not even. So we're talking about the young guys, the guys that are close to his age. Once you understand that Baker Mayfield is an average quarterback, you're going to be okay. Skip, I put together a little copy, a little tape, because I was like, you know what, Skip been putting together tape lately. He's been trying to show me up with this tape game. So I have been. So I was like, Jim, let's put together a little copy, a little something. Let me show.
Okay.
I want to show. Yeah. This is Baker Mayfield against the Minnesota Vikings. Now, you tell me whose fault is this? That's Odell's fault. Odell, why you falling down? I want to know, was he throwing the Shaq standing on top of Kareem's shoulders?
That was just covered.
Who is this? Whose fault is that?
Well, you can't adjust.
Why I got to adjust? You said, what is this?
Well, that's just covered.
Skip, at some point in time, it's Baker. Because I've seen Odell. It would be a different story if I had never seen Odell Beckham. I said, well, that might be the best he is. But I saw Odell with Eli, and I saw him put up numbers that very few receivers had ever put up in their first 4 years. I saw him become Rookie of the Year. I saw him go to Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl after Pro Bowl. This team, there's no reason Baker Mayfield should not be in the MVP conversation. Great offensive line, the best run game, plenty of weapons. Odell, Landry, Hooper, Njoku, Bryant, Higgins. They go deep, Swartz. They go on and on and on. And this is what he is. Skip, you love QBR. He's 25th overall. He's 43 out of 100. And guess what? In the fourth quarter, his QBR gets even worse. Now, you told me that's the money. The fourth quarter, that's what Skip Bayless always told me. The man that's covered the game longer than I've been playing it, damn near longer than I've been alive. He said, when the money on the table, push to the middle of the table in the fourth quarter, do you want Baker Mayfield? When you push the money to the middle of the table in the fourth quarter, do you want Baker Mayfield pulling the trigger for you? I don't think you do.
No, I definitely do.
Oh, you definitely do not.
Well, you conveniently overlooked the point that after the Minnesota game, it was reported that he had a banged up left shoulder. I can't remember if it's sprained AC joint or maybe it was dislocated, but it's hard to throw when your opposite shoulder won't allow you to follow through.
Whoa.
But did Baker complain about it?
No, you complaining for him. You his mouthpiece. You the spokesman. You the Jen Psaki.
It's a legit excuse for Baker.
No, it ain't no. We don't do excuses in pro sports.
Oh, really?
Is he out there? I saw 8 on the field. Was that number 8 throwing that football? What's his number? 6. Number 6.
Yeah, it's labrum. I think it was torn.
Oh my goodness! Now you know which say.
Yeah.
Skip, for real? You really do that for this man?
I don't need to do it because the reporters did it because it's a fact. And you have to live with it. And then he goes with that bum shoulder to the Chargers, and he just lit them up and threw for 305. And by the way, a turning point in that game came early when it's 4th and 2.
That's the turning point of the game.
Well, it was. Well, they're down 10-7 in the first quarter, and they decide we're at the 17-yard line. And let me just whip it to Odell. That was a terrible throw, wasn't it? Uncatchable, says Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp ain't saying that.
Hit him right in the wrong place, the hands. And what does Odell always say? My hands are like Purell. They work 99.9% of the time. That's his quote, not mine. Well, that was the 0.01%, right?
Right.
Okay, and what was his excuse after the game, or he was actually in an interview the other day? Odell said, well, I lost Baker in the pocket because he's only like 5'11" like me, and he got lost among the 6'7" guys, and I did not see the ball come out of the pocket until it was too late. Stop it. You want to talk about making excuses? I have said this from the start. I first guessed it. It wasn't a second guess. It was first. I was ahead of this. Baker does not click with Odell. Baker gets Odell-centric. Baker gets Odell crazy. He loves Odell off the field. They love each other. They're very close friends. They like to socialize together. And to a fault, he forces the ball to a guy you cannot force the ball to.
Well, maybe he should wear a practice with Odell like he do them Progressive commercials. He got 100 of those. How long did it take him to shoot those?
I will agree with that. I was going to bring this point up. I do not love this. I didn't love it when they started so early in his career, and I thought maybe the onslaught would lessen a little bit this year, and they've upped the tempo.
Yes.
It's like now every other commercial is another one.
Yes.
That they got Odell giving out Halloween candy, except it's things that you would get at the concession stand, right? So it's his house, his field. Now they got the play-by-play announcer calling play-by-play of his
he walking out to go to get coffee and coming back.
Then he left the toilet seat.
Yeah.
Would it be up or which way does it go for
down?
Girl? Down. Yeah. Okay.
He left it up for her.
Yeah, for her. That's how it was. Okay. I don't have to worry about that. But the point is, we have separate bathrooms, so we don't deal with that.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
I can't with you.
So the point is that I don't love that. But I love even less the fact that Odell is his goal is to get Odell, like Stefanski said this week, he is top of mind in our offense. And what was Odell's quote yesterday? It was about James Harden. He said that I'm like James. I'm a shooter. I have to shoot, right?
But here's the thing.
I don't play defense.
But here's the thing, Skip. James Harden has the ball. Yep. James Harden can shoot as much as he wants.
Yep.
Odell, you're dependent. It's like a big. Big is Shaq was dependent on guards, on Kobe and Derek Fisher and Penny Hardaway, D-Wade giving him the ball. Well, if you were the quarterback, you could say I shoot. Mahomes can say that, Skip. Hey, I'm like Harden. I shoot. I throw passes. I throw off-balance passes. I throw no look. You have the ball. But, Odell, you're dependent. You can't shoot if you don't have the ball. So you need the ball in your hands. Skip, do you know, going into last week, teams were 401-0. When you score 40 points, you're up by 14. You have no turnovers, 500-plus yards. And guess who that lone defeat came to? I'll give you one guess. Score 40 points, up by at least 14 at one point in time. You didn't turn the ball over, 500-plus yards.
What did I show you on Monday? I showed you how wrong you were because there was an outrageous, what should have been called offensive pass interference. You have to call that, and it changes the game. And then Rashard Higgins got open late in the game, and Baker nailed him with it, and he's getting tackled by Derwin James.
No.
Robbery upon robbery. I'm sorry, it's a fact. You can just see it.
You know what? I'm going to give you all that.
Yep.
And then you got the ball back with 1 minute and 31 seconds and a timeout, and you need a touchdown. And your guy could not even get in field goal range. Not that a field goal would help you, but I just wanted to see him move the ball past midfield. He couldn't even do that.
What I love about Shannon Sharp is that he was silent on this matter all down the stretch last year because for the last 11 games last year, Shannon Sharp didn't have a leg to stand on when it came to Baker Mayfield because he was really good.
All I know is
he looked like a young gun.
What did you see on that Thursday night? I saw Lamar Jackson get out of ambulance, hooked up to an IV, snatch it out and run on the field. Da-da-da-da. And put his cape on and do something bad to Baker. You saw that.
Yeah, he was the reigning MVP.
I don't know about it was raining L's on Baker's head. Right. That's what it was raining.
So down the stretch last year, Baker went 8-3, 20 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions, and Pro Football Focus, your favorite website, graded him over those 11 games the 4th best quarterback in pro football behind Aaron Rodgers, your favorite, and Deshaun Watson and that guy in Tampa. Whoa. Baker was 4th on that list over 11 games. Not 2 games or 3, 11 games. 20 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Guess who was not there for all those 11 games? I first guessed it. No, Odell. He got hurt at Cincinnati, and that's when this streak started.
I want you to go back.
Thank you.
At the start of what you said last year. What does last year have to do with now? You tell me, update your resume. So I need Baker to update his resume.
With the Odell problem.
No, the problem is there's a reason why Baker. Hold on. What quarterback you know? And a rookie quarterback that's like that still playing. Now Lamar Jackson about to get $300 million. Your guy, they say, hey, we'll see.
They'll take care of him.
They gonna take no.
Well,
they gonna make
what did they do to my other guy, Dak Prescott? How long did that take?
Yeah.
Did he get his money?
When they don't think you that guy.
Yeah, really. Well, they didn't think Dak was, right? The guy who's not that guy.
Dak better than him.
The guy who's not that guy is a guy that I like personally a lot.